Hey everyone, welcome to some Puzzle and Dragons. Now today, they just released a new Super Godfest gacha machine thing. 15 magic stones for each pool. Now I've been hearing about this for a while because I think Japan had a 20 magic stone Super Godfest. And good thing is they also gave us 95 for free. So I've been saving up for a few weeks or so, and they've also given us 95, so that's pretty good. So we're going to be doing some summons on this gacha to see what we can get. And that's pretty much it. There is a Gung Ho collab thing on at the moment. I didn't do any pulls on this because I wanted to save for the Super Godfest, because it seems like it's the one that's worth it the most, you know. So another thing is we also get 5 for free right here, so we're going to do these first and then spend all the rest of our magic stones in the actual gacha itself. So let's see what we get here. Now obviously what I'm hoping for is kind of any 8 or 7 star Godfest exclusive that I don't already have, and maybe like another Daytona or someone, I don't know, but we'll see what we get. I don't know how it's going to go, we'll see. So there's 5 pulls here, so it's going to be interesting, probably the most interesting pulls. Anything new is always something good. Well, there's one new thing. I'll take that, I guess. Now, most of these I'm probably not going to know much about. I haven't seen this character before, I don't think. I don't really see anyone using it, so I don't know if she's that good. 7x6 boards does seem useful though. For some teams you can switch out the leader, still have a 7x6 board, so maybe you could be useful. Potentially. I do kind of like those awakens, so maybe for like a rainbow team potentially, but maybe she'll be good. I might as well favorite that. So these units here, monsters here, I'm not complaining about, they're actually pretty good. I can't review those, but obviously I had most of those already since they didn't come up as a new animation, but they can all be, I think some of them I've used for materials to exchange for other monsters in the past, so I don't have any of those, but some of these I do already have. I don't think that amazing, but at least we got one new thing. So let's do the rest of the pulls on this Super Godfest. So we can do 9 right here. I'm probably going to be doing 9 because I don't think there's going to be anything else coming around which I'm going to rather want to pull on, because this seems pretty worth it, I think. So we're going to do 9 pulls here and see what we get. And this is going to be one at a time, so it's going to be a bit more interesting. Okay, I do know you. I don't really use you though. That's the first one I got, but I never really cared about this unit because they can change like multiple times, you know. But I never really used this unit. Potentially could be useful, but I'm probably not going to be using this one, but I guess I'll take that. It's something I didn't have, so let's do another one. There are a few units that I don't have, so I'm hoping for some of those. I don't care about you, I was hoping for something better than that. Because I already got one of those. I think someone like a Jade submarine. The submarines, I'm looking for those. Don't care about you either. I've already got one of you, Mega Evolution. Don't really care about you. 6 more to go. Well, we need some better stuff than this. I mean, we have got some decent ones, I would say. No 8 stars. I'll take you, but I've gotten quite a few of you now, so I don't really want any more of you because I've already got 3. Now these evolutions here, some of these can probably be useful, but it's just getting these materials are pretty difficult. Haven't really been able to manage to beat those stages, I think. I don't usually try to beat the hard stages because I feel like this way too difficult and I'm pretty dumb, so there you go. I do have a blackbird already. A second one would be nice for a second later, but I'm not really using them at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't need more of you. I've already got 3 of you Mega Evolutions, so that's that. You've got 4 more to go. I don't care about you either. Really. Well, I've got one of you. Second one, could be alright, but I don't use you, so that's another one for mostly materials that I'm going to be using for exchanging later on, maybe. We'll see. I don't think I have you. I think I've had one of you in the past, but I never used you. So, yeah, this is the first one of you I've got. I don't know how good you are, but I'm gonna favorite you just because you're the first one. I like having at least one of each. Sometimes two, if I use them as leaders, having one. Well, I guess I gotta sell a few monsters now. There you go, that should be enough. I only sold 3, I don't need that many more spaces, because we can only do 2 more, so let's hope we can get something good from these 2. Hasn't been the best so far, I haven't really got that many things new, but I would say it's still worth it because it is guaranteed Godfest exclusive monster, so... Odin... I do already have one of you, but I don't ever use you, so that's whatever. Now the last one here hasn't been the best summons, but hasn't been the worst summons either. I've had worse than this, trust me. We haven't gotten an 8-star Godfest exclusive, but there's only 2 of them, so it's kind of rare. One of them was free from exchange. I do know you. I remember having one of you in the past, and I did use you for exchanging for someone else, so I guess I'll take you, which isn't that bad, because now I've got one of you, so that might be useful, potentially. Yeah, so I'll take that. So that's pretty much all the summons I can do for this video. Not that many summons, because it is kind of expensive, but let's at least have a look. So, I don't think we've got anything really to look at, specifically anything crazy good. I mean, if I go have a look at the lineup here, there are 2 8-star Godfest exclusive. We get one of these for free from an exchange medal that we gave out, so yeah. And I think most of these are 7 stars, there's only 2 6 stars. Dragon Crawler Cottons and other ones. Nays as well, I got those. Now most of these, I don't care about, like, I think most of the Mega Awoken monsters, I don't really care about those too much, because I don't really see myself using those often. I kind of like the transform cards. The submarines like Natulis, I was kind of looking for one of those because I don't have one of those yet. And I have a Daytona, so a second one would have been nice for a second one on my, so I get another leader, but I guess it is what it is. And I don't have a Royal Oak either. That would have been nice, because then I would have been able to make a better team with that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for those summons. I know we got one of you, which isn't bad. I do remember I had some of you, maybe I've already got some, I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If any of those monsters were pretty good, then be sure to let me know, because sometimes I may underestimate how good some monster is. Right now, the team I'm currently running is this one. I personally like this team, this is the main team I'm using at the moment. I could make a bunch of other teams, but it's just, I don't feel like making other teams at the moment. I have been using Blackbird for a while, until I got this one. Now I personally like this one a lot because he does so much damage, even though he doesn't really have any healing. I did get a second one just because I got the first one from pools, and then I just got the second one from pack in the shop, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I definitely could use this guy for a rainbow team, but I haven't really got around to making a good one yet, because I just don't feel like it. And an earth team, I could always make one of those, and I can make a lot of teams. I just like sticking to one that I know is decent enough, and I just feel like whenever I try and make a new team, it just takes way too long, like incredibly long time to make a new team, because I got so many monsters I could potentially use. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'll try and do some more videos like this potentially, but the only problem is, if they're mostly summon videos like this, it's kind of hard to do these. Apart from that, I do enjoy doing these videos every once in a while. Maybe you enjoy it. If you do, then let me know. Like the video, because that always helps, and I'll see you in the next one whenever that is. Bye.